Alright, what is up, bro chachos? It's been a little bit, oh my goodness, I haven't been streaming as much as I should. This is probably the second stream of this month, which is actually kind of bad. I probably should have streamed more, but alas, we are back. Obviously, I gotta stream on my birthday. I gotta be like, hey look, it's the birthday boy. You guys can be like, oh man, happy birthday. You know, because how else am I supposed to get attention on my birthday? I don't know. I don't have friends. Oh, but welcome everybody who came out tonight. I think your last stream was the Hall Night one? Damn, Hall Night was a while ago. I haven't been streaming a lot though, so there hasn't been a lot of opportunities. But welcome everybody. Glad you guys all could be here, you know? We got 2 days before Christmas. We get the birthday, you know? Pretty good end of the year. Your friends are on the computer? I know, it's unfortunate. How did they get in there? How do I get them out? Oh my goodness. Man, what's a Christmas? It's like a birthday, but like there's a tree there as well. Oh boy. Man. Good stuff. Your birthday is also this month? December is it's the day for festivities. You didn't tune in to Silksong because you hadn't finished Silksong? That makes sense. That makes sense. But welcome everybody and glad you guys could all join. Oh my god. Man, yeah, the end of the year is crazy. This year kind of sucked. My sister wasn't here for the holidays this time. First time that's ever happened. Let's see, and I also had to work. This is the first time I've ever had to work on my birthday. That's crazy. Being an adult sucks, guys. Thankfully, I get the next 3 days off, but like, I don't even get my birthday off. This is crazy. You beat Undertale neutral route 2 days ago? Good for you. That's the beginning of peak. You got to do the other routes as well, but like, beginning of peak. No wifey, but ILT or HD was there? Man. Only real ones will get that reference. Oh, goodness gracious. The unending march of time, though. It just keeps on coming, man. It sucks. I remember when I used to stream, like, every day. The reason I probably don't do that is I don't even do a lot for my work. Work takes a part of your soul away. And unfortunately, in order to stream, you need to share your soul with people. But what do you do when you have no soul left? You gotta, like, charge it up, you know? You only get Christmas off? I at least get the day after Christmas off. Probably because it's a Friday. But, yeah, instead you're in VC every day. I really shouldn't be in VC every day. I should probably stream first. And work on a short first. But that takes a while. I hate myself. I really shouldn't. It's a bad habit. Unfortunately, everything... Oh, I can't do both things. They should instate the 4-day work week. They would, but unfortunately all the companies are obsessive productivity. And 4 days would make them realize that they're being scammed on the 5-day work week. Even the same amount of work got done. They'd be like, damn, we're losing money on all those days past. Used to be a user called Mommy because you're autistic little bro. I don't think I remember a Mommy, ironically. Like, I think I remember a daddy of all people, but not a mommy. Ooh. There's companies going the opposite direction, unfortunately. See, it'll be 5 days, but there'll be mandatory overtime. And you won't be paid overtime, because you'll be salary. That's how they get you. 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.? 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. is crazy. Although most jobs I know are like more of 8 to 5, so 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. could be... Wait, I just realized, I just read it 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Never mind, that's way worse than I thought. I thought that said 9 to 6. 9 to 9 is way worse. From you and Natsold streams. I don't know if I remember a mommy. I don't know, it's been a while. I'm usually pretty good about memorizing people, but it's been a while, you know? Yeah, unfortunately... The big thing in the world is everybody's grinding productivity. Why do you think AI is so big? AI is not big because people actually like AI. It's all about making more in less time, you know? Ooh. Getting tough. It's getting tricky, bros. Like, one of the things that, like, is bothering me right now is YouTube just announced a new feature where they're going to allow creators to make AI games and upload them to YouTube. Dude, I literally make games for my channel. That's like one of the things I do in my channel. And that sucks because like You're telling me everything I've made is now going to be like, it won't matter because there's going to be a YouTuber who press a button that says make game, and then those games get to be added directly to YouTube. It's like, okay, YouTube, okay, yeah, thanks for the big ol' middle finger wrapped up for Christmas. Thanks, YouTube. Like, bro, I literally make games. You know, games they don't make themselves. Like, they take forever to make. Like, I spent 5 days pulling all-nighters just to get Terminator out, and that is like 3 levels. Like, goodness gracious. Can we sing happy birthday? You can try. I don't think you'll do it very well. Oh man, quality over quantity. That's all that matters. We'll see. Quality, you can't charge people double for quality. You know, you might be able to charge them like 1.5 times, maybe even like maybe a bit more. But for quantity, you just charge them twice because they're buying the product 2 times. Wow, easy win. Here's a new tool to help you with your work. Oh, so I can work less now? Maybe earn more? No, you'll work the same for the same wage, but I'll earn more. Or maybe it's like, no, I'll earn more, and you won't have a job anymore. That's if you're unlucky. It depends on the case, but like, oh, AI is getting everywhere. It's definitely a powerful tool. There's definitely I've definitely gotten use out of AI in ways, but it just, oh. So whenever you see it crop into like another like creative field, that's when it's like, brother, you know what AI should do? The things people don't want to do. Like it just, oh goodness gracious, it's always trying to crop into the creative fields. When it comes to art, I like to believe people enjoy the humanity in it at least. You would think, but I've seen a lot of people pretty positive about AI stuff, you know? And like, especially with like the sort of controversy and stuff. Like, remember, like recently, Expedition 33 got into some controversy. They used AI for placeholders and stuff in the game, and for the most part, the game went unshipped without. The game went shipped with no AI. There was 1 placeholder left in the game, but they had the asset ready, and they put it out pretty quickly. But unfortunately, when that came out, I saw a lot of people, like, a lot of the mindset people were putting out were like, well, I don't really care if a game uses AI as long as it's great. It's like, okay, that's kind of dark. And there's quite a few companies that are sharing the sentiment. I think most companies have admitted to using AI in their processes, some more than others. Like, ooh. It's getting pretty bad. Really advanced autocomplete? I mean, autocomplete doesn't really do a picture for you, you know? Could it be my goat? Nintendo is one of the few companies I've seen stand against it. Like, as far as I know, Ubisoft is for it, Microsoft is for it, Level 5 is for it. That's the Yokai Watch Professor Layton guys. I'd have to pull up a list. Pretty much most AAA. I think Nintendo is the only, like, AAA that's for it. Happy birthday, thank you. I had Rockstar's against it. Rockstar just spent $1 billion on their game. Bro, if someone says, oh, I can AI generate a GTA 6, they're going to hire a sniper. They just spent $1 billion. If someone can do it for cheaper, they're going to kill them. Of course they will. Oh my goodness. Like, imagine spending 100 years working on something, and then someone's like, look, I can click a button to do it. Bro, I'm just gonna stab that guy. I'd be pissed. I would do awful things to him. Him and his whole family, they're going in the lion's den. Ooh. Oh goodness gracious. Like I think there's some ideas like people throw it out. There's like 3 different ways to see it. There's option 1, don't use AI at all. I think this is acceptable, obviously. There's option 2, AI can be used in the process, but AI shouldn't be represented in the final product. So this would be like if AI was used for placeholders, maybe generating ideas. I think placeholders can. There's obviously a purpose for that, but I think generating ideas might just mean you get watered down ideas, which is kind of bad. But ultimately, like, no AI is physically present in the final product. And then there's option 3, where you have AI in the physical product. You have AI generated assets, AI generated text, AI generated characters, so on and so forth in the final product. And unfortunately, we have already reached step 2. Right? And for the most part, companies are trying to push for step 3. There's a lot of backlash for step 3. Very few are still at step 1. Right? I think most people are fine with step 2. But companies are really pushing for that 3rd step where they can just have AI in the final product and hope nobody really cares. Right? And unfortunately, step 2 is the step to get to step 3. People might be like, oh, step 2 is fine, right? And I think at the end of the day, step 2 doesn't really hurt anybody. Well, I mean, maybe it does. AI still uses a bit of electricity, but you can't get to step 2 without getting to step 3. I mean, you can't get to step 3 without getting to step 2. So it's a slippery slope, you know. You're back, how are you? I'm doing fine. Okay, well, we had enough talking about that. Is anyone trying to buy any tech? Yeah, it does. Wait, it does. You know, even if AI was never represented anywhere, unfortunately, right now they're ChatGPT, or I guess I should say OpenAI, is buying up a bunch of RAM, or I believe they're buying the wafers to make RAM. And this is raising the RAM price because nobody else can buy RAM because they're buying it all up. Greedy bastards. Hey, you know what sucks? OpenAI isn't even profitable. They're running in the negative. So they're literally buying stuff up so that nobody can nobody can buy it themselves. And they're not even profiting. They're just being bastards. It's like, you don't need all that. You don't need all that. Greedy. You're not even making money off of it. You're in the negative. That sucks. It just is what it is. So people think it's in a bubble. Well, the thing is, it only uses more and more. It only uses more and more processing power. But like, is it gonna get more and more consumers? No, I think most people who bought into the AI already bought into it, you know. But each time they advance it, unless they work on making it use less electricity, which would be a good thing. I think that'd be fine. That'd be a pretty good advancement. Yeah, they're not gonna get much out of it. So, been forever since you've been here, to be honest. I haven't been streaming as often though, Silver. So it's not really your problem. They're getting money from other corporations. They use it on the same companies. Yeah, it's ultimately just it's going back and forth. Otherwise, if they're actually billions of dollars in the red, they wouldn't be staying afloat. But they're not getting it from consumers. They're just being funded so that they stay alive. It's not a bubble, but a black hole. It's kind of true. Happy birthday, indeed. Goodness gracious. I'm doing fine though. If you're wondering, I didn't get really any presents today. I'm an adult now. We just kind of went to birthday dinner last night. Some fancy restaurant. I got tuna. No way. The fish. No way. But, ooh, not much else. Not much else. I'll be getting Christmas gifts hopefully though. So that'll be good. Let's see. Not a birthday thing, but is Royal Pet really your best friend? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. What was I saying? Switching topics, I'll play the Salesman? No, I haven't played the Salesman yet. I'll probably play it on stream one day. I hear it's pretty short, so. What was I saying? Speaking of things, something pretty cool. So, you know how I graduated last year around the same time? Well, my sister's actually going to graduate in May, right? So, where I'm getting with this is that one of the things our family's going to do is we're going to go on our last family vacation once my sister graduates. Last as in, like, my mom and dad are, like, in their 60s. We're not going to really be going on vacation anymore after that. So, we'll be going on our last family vacation. It's been finally decided where we're going. We discussed a few options like New Zealand, Argentina, Peru. But there's one area me and my sister are really pushing for that like we couldn't get. But we finally my mom agreed. Japan. Hell yeah, let's go! Let's go, that's gonna be great. It's really great. It's what a place I wanted to go the most. So that's huge. Come to Aruba? I've gone to Bonaire like 3 times already. There's no reason to go to Aruba. Yeah, but Japan will be crazy. Oh, so first off, I don't know. I don't even know what there is to do in Japan. I haven't even looked. I haven't considered what to do. I didn't think I'd be able to go there. My mom was like weirdly anti-Japan. You know what pushed her over? 2 things. So first off, I was telling her right now Japan is in an economic recession, so it's actually really cheap to go to Japan. Second off, China just said that, hey, don't go to Japan anymore. So a lot of the Chinese tourists aren't going to Japan right now. So you might be like, well, what does that mean? If the hotels are empty, they're cheaper. So, first off, the dollar is worth a lot in Japan because of the conversion rate. 2, the Chinese tourists are down. So that means a lot more empty hotels. The tourist attractions will be a lot freer. So, yeah, it was pretty good. And then the third one, I think that really helped. The theme park that doesn't let overweight people in. I think you just have to climb a step of like 90 stairs. I've had to climb like 1,000 stairs. I mean, I've climbed up a skyscraper. I've climbed up a skyscraper before. I'll be fine. When are you going? In May, assuming nothing happens between then and now. Dang it, you're late. Welcome, Poloon. Oh, yeah. So that'll be fun. I'll have to figure out. I think the last thing I also mentioned is that Japan was also one of the few areas in the world that kind of has like, that did like feudalism in a way, kind of like Europe, where there's like lords who kind of owned lands and had castles. So there's a lot of like historical stuff to see there. Like that's sort of a unique thing that was really only in a few areas of the world. You know, there's like, funny enough, there's not a single castle in America because, you know, obviously America didn't do that kind of stuff. Glad to be in a Chinese special region where you can still go to Japan. Hong Kong? I don't know. I don't know enough about China. I don't know what the special region is. But yeah, I know the government put out a warning. I don't think they blocked travel to Japan completely, but I know they recommend against it. See Gojo? I'm not gonna see Gojo on the streets. There's a small castle in Ohio. There can be physical castles, but not like actual like legal castles. Like there were no kings. Okay, I say that. There was technically one king physically in America. Take a wild guess. There was technically one king in America. He didn't live in a castle though, but there was one king. I'm not. This isn't a trick question. Like I'm not gonna say like, oh, the king of England. Oh, there was technically one king in America at some point in time. Take a wild guess. And anyone knowledgeable in history knows who it is. Might know who it is. Playing Smash gonna be silent? No problem. King George? No, I said it wasn't England. It's not a trick question. I'm not talking about like a foreign king. Like there is a kingdom physically in America. Is that one Austrian king in Mexico? No. Alright. Since nobody's jumping to the answer. Hawaii used to be a kingdom. That's right. Now, they didn't have a castle, but they did have a king. Although, they did sort of... I don't want to use the word palace. They had a building that was, very fancy. Palace isn't the right word, but I believe, the Hawaii little kingdom, they actually had electricity there, but before I believe the White House. At least that's what they said when we were in Hawaii, which is interesting. So, yeah, that was the one king that's ruled over land in America. And within America, because you could argue, like, again, England is like, that's like a gray ground, and you could probably say that for like, you know, a few of the others, but they weren't physically ruling from America, so. I know it's a bit of a cheese answer as well, because like, it's Hawaii, it's not even mainland, but technically, not even technically, it is true, it's true. We don't need technicals here. I don't know. Walk up to a random person in Japan and say it's Jackie Chan. Isn't Jackie Chan? Hold on. Let me search this up before I say something racist. Jackie Chan. I was about to say, isn't he Chinese? It says he's from Hong Kong. Hong Kong is China, right? Pretty sure. I know Hong Kong was like its own independent country for a bit, but like, I'm pretty sure it's a part of China now, so. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, like pretty sure he's Chinese. I think so. That's what the internet said. The internet said he's from Hong Kong. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, there is one thing I need to do on this stream today. So, I mentioned it last stream. I've been running a little secret second channel. Same thing. The Chinese and Japanese people would disagree. They don't necessarily like each other for historical reasons, so... I don't know. I might be punched if I said that. Let's see. If you were at the last stream, I kind of showed it off for a little bit. Come on, like, let me... Let me switch screens. Beep boop, beep boop. This little channel, Magical Girl Battle, I've been working on this for a little while, right? It's been doing better since last time. We've been getting a few hundred views on them now. I need to make a new Magical Girl, and I gotta record some new videos for this. So, I'll probably do the art for that on stream. Because why not? Why not? I gotta catch up, you know? Usually I design the little character beforehand, and then I draw them. I haven't even designed them yet, so... We might just have to, like, raw dog it and see what happens. The channel I tried searching for and YouTube refused to give it to me? You should be able to find it when you search it up. Hold on. Let me try. I'm like 99% sure if you type it in right, it comes up. Magical Girl Battle. Yeah, it comes up. It's the first one that comes up. Yeah. Don't type any spaces and type it in exactly. It should come up. Alright, let's go. Yeah, so I can show you the process of how I do it. It's nothing weird. Let's see. Dude. Found it pretty easily. Yeah, it should come up. It's nothing weird, right? Okay. And then we can do this. So, essentially, you're using spaces? Yeah, unfortunately we're not big enough to come up with no spaces. Just subscribe. Let's go! Oh, we need every subscriber we can get. So, essentially what I do is I have like a little base template that I use. The eyes are on a separate layer. The eyes are just to know where the eyes are. I kind of like lower the transparency. Yeah, please watch all the videos on the second on that channel. It's kind of a little experiment, but like it's been a lot of fun running it, and I don't want to say it's doing well. It's not doing bad, but it's not doing well either. So like all the support you can give help. Like literally anything would help the second. I say second channel. It's technically not the second channel, but would help the secret channel out. I won't publicly announce it until like day 15. So essentially the strategy is like I started the channel. I didn't tell anyone for like the first few days. Well, I told Will not. Then he told like 2 people, but I didn't tell anyone for the first few days. And then like around like day 5 or something, I told it on stream, and we got a few more subscribers. And then on day 15, I'll like publicly announce it. And then on day 30, I plan on writing a short after that about like kind of like the full little experiment. And day 30 is also going to be where we kind of determine whether we should keep on going for the channel or not. You know? Like, the idea is that we'll determine whether, like, we should keep running it or not. But I've been having a lot of fun. And the idea has been creating a new little character every 3 days. And then record, like, I record, like, 3 little battles within a thingy. I missed it. What's the secret channel? It is called... I'll just type it out. It's called that. And I just, it's based on, like, that Ear Clinks channel, where it's like little balls that fight each other. But in this, it's like little magical girls, and it's fun. It's cute. Totally subscribe. It takes longer than you'd expect. So I didn't actually draw this one out on paper beforehand. So I don't really have much I can say. It might be actually good to create like a sort of like rough draft first, so we know kind of what we're like trying to design. So, the theme I have for like this character is going to be idle. Like, think of like Hatsune Miku or something, right? And so the way this character is going to work is they're going to send out like little music notes that travel in like a sine wave shape. This is pretty easy to program in because sine wave is like that's a mathematical thing. So don't worry about that. They're going to send in like 3 notes at a time. So they'll be like kind of like a burst character. But like, trust, it'll work out. It'll work out. It'll work out. But the idea is like, how should I design them? Like, what do I lean into for the design? Yeah, but now you guys get like an idea of like what I'm going for. Dude. Whip? What do you mean whip? Yeah, so we just need some ideas, and then we can kind of transfer it over to the actual canvas afterwards. Like it's like, it's like what kind of outfit? Like, do y'all have like good ideas? I can kind of like open up the past characters if we want like some good comparisons. Can I open up multiple at once? I can't actually. It looks like a whip. Oh, you mean that thing? Should you do summoner that uses whips like in Terraria? I already have something that's actually close to a summoner. So, going back to the channel. So, funny enough. So, it's probably one of the most unique takes on like a summoner class character. Hold on. I don't know why it keeps doing that with the window. It's probably one of the most unique takes on like a summoner character. We have one called CEO. Bro, it's not playing. Yeah, so we already have a summoner class character right now, and that's probably like the most original version of a summoner class character I've ever seen. I don't mean to brag, but yeah, we kind of already have one. So going over some of the past characters, like this is Sword. Let me make sure it can be seen fully. Thank you, Windows. This is Sword. She attacks with a sword. We have Star, who shoots shooting stars. We have this little security that was spawned by the other one. This is Nera. She's not implemented yet. She's gonna be implemented later. This is Love. She shoots out hearts. We have Fire, uses fireballs. We have Electric, who makes thunder clouds. Or she's actually thunder in the thingy. We have CEO, and then we have Bow, who uses bows. And so we're working on like making idol. Oh, there. Highly Omni. No way, Teto. I was worried. The little the hair spiral things are like very common in like magical girl stuff, but I knew damn well someone was gonna say like Teto or anything. It's like Teto like stole that for herself. Greedy Teto, fatty, takes all the drill hair for herself. Didn't know it was your birthday today. Happy birthday. Well, thank you, Fear. Yeah, so the idea is like, what should we do for like inspiration? Where do we? Well, what is a good idea to do? Would you ever make one go horizontal? Like having one that goes left and right, like just cheating on the whole system. Maybe that's an interesting idea. I never considered that. It's a bit would be a bit different, but would have to think about how to like balance a character like that. But yeah, so the idea is let's get a rough draft of like, what should we do? I don't know. Like, the whole idea is I had, like, in my brain, I'm like, Miku. But, like, obviously I can't just, like, yoink that. I mean, we can kind of, like, throw some hair stuff down and kind of work on it as we go. Like, we can maybe have, like... I don't know. I'm just kind of, like, throwing lines down to see what clicks. I don't know. We're just gonna see if anything, like, sort of resonates. Thought of my glorious queen, Homura? True, true. Saw 250%. What a long battle. Magica Madoka is peak, but can't yoink any Madoka designs. They're too good. I'm not good enough at that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm really trying to go for. I'm trying to make everything unique, but it's like... Yeah, we're just trying to get, like, an outline out so we know what to go for. Like just roll with it. Like, this is literally just for, like, vibes. And kind of, like, erase the inside of the head. Trust. Usually I draw it out on paper. I'm a lot better at drawing on paper. Do you have any plans for the ability? Yeah, I explained a little bit earlier ago. So this is going to be idle. And they're going to send little music notes that travel like in a sine wave shape. You'll see tomorrow. I'm working on this a bit late. I may not be able to finish it by the morning. So it might be posted a bit late, but you'll see by tomorrow. See, if I did like the freaking like Twin Tails, people would 100% get it's supposed to be Miku, but that's too on the nose. That's too on the nose. I gotta challenge myself. I can't use... Depends on how joyous you want your character to be. Well, being an idol isn't necessarily joyful, you know? Like, they could be kind of a gloomy idol. Like, what if it's like... I don't know, that's more of like a dark character, though. What do you miss? We're trying to kind of do like a little rough draft before we actually draw the character. We're working on stuff for the Magical Girl channel. The theme is idle, but... I was trying to get a membership as a birthday gift, but I'm having no luck. I wish I could gift, but I can't either. And then, like, I imagine we'll probably have, like, some sort of skirt. Some kind of socks, maybe fun ones. I don't know. But it's like, where do we go from there? Like, the whole outfit thing is, like, you can go for a lot of things. And for the hair, there's probably going to be, like, some sort of hairpiece knowing it's an idol. There's a few you can kind of, like, pick from. Boomerang? Boomerang's actually an ability I have planned. I actually have that one planned. 100%. Boomerang's an amazing one. Because I like ones where they have like... So one of my big things is I want abilities that can only be incorporated like one way. if that makes sense. Like, if I was to do bow and gun, I would need gun to do something different than bow, right? Boomerang's perfect because that's like really the only thing that you shoot and then comes back, right? Like, if I was to implement a gun, it would have to do something different than bow. And that's what's kind of challenging. You'd be like, well, the gun shoots faster and does more damage. Well, then it'd be broken, you know? So, it would... Shotgun... See, shotgun could be fair. Shotgun could have... It could deal more damage at, like, long range, short range, and then deal less at long range, right? Like, a shotgun would be fair. Maybe a sniper could work. Like, right now the bow doesn't pierce. A sniper could be, like, shoot slower, and it could, like, pierce, and maybe it could do something else as well. Yeah, really just trying to throw stuff out there. Yeah, it could be like cute if we could have like a maybe... Like, since we have like this little headband there. Something I've seen like in some like idol stuff. They have like little top hats like kind of like tied to their headband. That's always cute. We ever buff or nerf? See, a lot of people say like buff a character, nerf a character, but some characters are supposed to be good and some characters are supposed to be bad. And whenever a character is too good, I try to create a character that specifically counters them, right? So, if a character is too good, like, I don't know if you've noticed. Well, okay, it depends on whether you watch or not, but, like, it's a bit too early to say, have you noticed, because, like, the channel is, like, 12 days old, but, what's been going on is that the last 3 characters have all been really broken, but each one counters the character beforehand, and then the most recent one is countered by the first character. So it's like a little triangle right now. Like, right now, the 3 most broken characters are the 3 new ones. Like, we have Star, we have Love, and we have CEO. Right now, Star beats... hold on. Love beats Star, Star beats CEO, and CEO beats Love. So, like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And the thing is, like, this is without, like, types or advantages. It's just their movesets counter each other. That's what's fun. That's what's really cool. Like, I think that's a beauty about, like, sort of like a game design thing. Like, you can do this, and you don't need any sort of stupid thing like, oh, this character deals double damage against this character. It just, this character's moveset is good against this character. And I think that's just, like, a really cool thing that, like, you can set up yourself. And obviously, some characters will just be higher tier than others. Like, some characters are bad. I think Flame only got, like, the first win recently. Rip Flame. Flame does good in the double battles. I've only done one of those, though. But as an AoE attack user, she does better in those. Yeah, that's like, what should I do for the outfit? What's going on? We're drawing a thing. What are we doing? We're trying to sketch out a character for the Magical Girl channel. Plus the thing that took 52 minutes in the art channel? Well, I'll check that out afterwards. Yeah, so this is kind of like we're trying to like sketch out like a design. Hey, oh there, Robin and Bree. What is the Magical Girl channel? Oh, did you completely miss it? Okay, I'll go back over it for those that missed it. So, for those of you unaware, I've been running a secret, like, second channel for the last few, like, days. Come on. Come on. There you go. I've been hosting like a secret second channel for the last few days called Magical Girl Battle. And right now we're drafting up a character for that channel. So the way this works is that We have two little magical girls. And they fight each other. And this is like... They're fully automatic, you know, it's not like I'm controlling one of them. I have an option set, so I can control one, but I haven't used that, actually. And I go through, like, one of these every day. And every few days I try to add, like, a new one to it, so, like, there's different matchups, and they're unique. They counter each other. I've created team battles as well. I've only done one team battle, but team battles are fun. And, like, some of them are better than others. Like, Star is a top tier. Star is really good. Like, look at that. Star 1 damageless. And right now, so what we're doing is we're trying to draft up a design, and then I'll use that to actually make the actual magical girl after I draft it up. But I'm trying to sort of like create a design to work with. Yeah, so a fun little side hobby, you know, side little channel thing. Asset that removes a line temporarily? I don't know how I would remove a line. Rip Narratober, sacrifice for magical, go battle. Unironically, that is exactly what happened. I'd probably be doing Narratober. I'd probably finish Narratober if it wasn't for the magical girl stuff. But the channel, I'm having fun with the channel. I would like if it did really well, because then I could, like, you know, make stuff with, like, the characters. Moving the lines would be tricky. Having, like, acid that kind of, like, persists, like that kind of, like, stays on the overworld for, like, a second or two before disintegrating. It's like, what should I do for sort of the outfit, though? Like, I could think of, like, something frilly. Maybe something like a tie. I mean, Miku has a tie, but, like, ties are cool as hell, you know? Make the magical girl throw a small and fast wand? What's a wand? Wand. Why would you throw a wand, though? Let's see, Idle. Gonna look up some pics. Yeah. So, like, it's like, what should I do? Like, the main idea, like I said, I had in my head was, like, Miku. Like, obviously, like, I'm not gonna yoink any character. Like, I want every character to be, like, maybe thinly inspired, but not, like, directly based on another character. Went through all of them and liked to comment. Let's go! That's huge. That's actually very huge. I appreciate that. I could tell you that Silver was in here. Mention one of your hyperfixations. Which one is your hyperfixation? Oh, Stray Kids? Is that it? Had to be. I don't even know what that is. That's the funny thing about hyperfixations. The K-pop group. The hairpin, maybe? It's Loki locked on Smash. We're designing a character for the channel, the secret channel that I've explained twice already. And I'll probably have to explain at least one more time before the night ends. Hairpin? See, I already have a little bit of things going on the hair, right? It's like, how much can I add without it being, like, overwhelming? Probably can't add anything here. Put a sock on their head? Imagine. Probably make this more of like a thing. If we wanted to, we could do like a sort of thing like that there as well. If we wanted to be more busy. Add cute gloves. The characters are chibi, they don't really have fingers, but there'll be something. I'm planning on having something. I think the head is sort of fine enough. It's mostly designing what kind of like body they're gonna wear. Hair is gone? Imagine. And just like, should they be sleeveless? Should they have sleeves? Using this for background noise? No worry, that's how I watch streams as well. So, no need to apologize. Should she be like sleeveless with like gloves, or should she have like long sleeves as well? That's the question. Frick. I'm like, damn, I'm like subconsciously just making Miku. That's the bad part. Yeah, she has no thingies. Teleport with dagger that points downwards. Small range, medium cooldown. Teleport with dagger, that could be like a assassin or ninja. Probably assassin. Hi ho there. Murai Lo Carl. Yeah, how do I make this unique? Or like more like Neru? The yellow one. Maybe we could do something like unique, like... No. I thought that would work out. I thought that would look nice. I might have to draft myself. Who was it? Mesmerizer? Of course. Of course. Cat ears? Can't really do cat ears. We already have a headband. Might just work with this. I got the container of an entire galaxy. A galaxy character could be interesting later on. Obviously not for like this one. Just tuning in, happy birthday? Thank you. I could look bored and playing like a dark idol. We could do like dark colors. It would be, I think it'd be more unique than like a lot of the sort of bright and cheery ones. We'll need to draft some like dark eyes. Happy birthday? Indeed. Thank you. So obviously more dark eyes will probably be like downwards tilting. And if you want to like fully commit, you can just kind of go only downwards tilting. But it's like, hopefully get E33 for Christmas? I think I should. I didn't ask for much. We'll have to work. Let's get things all set out, and then we can kind of mess around with details. So obviously we need a new layer. Let's close all these in the background. We'll leave one open. I'll need to steal it for like skin color. That's where I get them from. They're all the same color right now. I wish I draw like that. I'm not very good at art. Oh. I wish I was better. But we're working at it. Just know this Fire Emblem music? Yeah, I just found a cute playlist online. But this works out. It's supposed to be holiday themes, but tan skin? I'm worried. Ooh. I'd have to find I need someone to send me like good skin online. Cause if I try taking like this from like the color wheel, they're gonna end up looking like a rock. Because I'm freaking colorblind, and so I have to steal skin color from something, or else they end up looking like a goblin. Like, ooh, wait, actually, really good example of this. Hold on. Really funny example of this. Give me a second. Give me a second. I wish Discord worked sometimes. Sometimes I Discord doesn't work. Let's see, how long does it take to find it? Trust, this will be worth it though. It's an interesting thing. It relates to the topic at hand. Actually, it might be easier to find on my phone. Give me a second. Do I ping you? Yeah, you can ping me for this. This is relevant. Pretty sure I saved a picture. I hope so. Yes, this. Okay. So. The reason I'm talking about why you need to color pick your stuff. Bro! Work. What color is this girl? What color is her? What color is she? If you're colorblind, you'll say, oh, this is normal, right? This is normal. And I'm colorblind. She looks normal to me. This image should not blow up on Twitter by being normal. No, there's actually a very clear flaw with this this girl if you have normal eyes. Yeah, this is why you gotta be careful with the... If you're colorblind, this is why you should be careful using the color wheel. Because what looks normal to you may end up being an alien to other people. So, yeah, probably color pick your skin. For, like, the outfits and stuff, you could just be like, oh, you know, it's a green outfit. That's cute. For the skin, yeah. In case you're wondering, this was not made on purpose. The artist was colorblind. Colorblindness is very common in, like, 5% of the population. So, yeah, unfortunately, this can happen. Rip to her. Imagine spending hours putting together just a cute drawing, and everybody's like, why is she green? And you're like, what? She's not green. And then you go get the color picker, and you're like, holy scamoly, she is green. I would hate for that to be me. I just made it look good. I mean, you don't even notice. It's not the thingy. I feel much more uncomfortable licking her than ice cream. What a crazy thing to say. Welcome, FMEAFC. Welcome. So this is our little sketch. You're a great artist? I'm trying. I'm hoping one day I can be more comfortable with my stuff. I just have to practice more. I need to learn the fundamentals better as well. Ooh. There weren't enough unhinged things? What am I supposed to say? I would lick both. No, I can't say that. Doing this, like, this little overhead part for me is always really hard. One of the things I would love to get in the future is a tablet with, like, a screen. Right now I'm using one of the little screenless art tablets. So I'm, like, drawing on the table, but I have to look up at the monitor to draw. And it makes drawing, like, these kind of parts of, like, the anatomy really tricky. Like, anything that's, like, a long, interrupted line. Like, look how bad that looks. Like, I can do, like, the short lines, like, pretty easy. I wonder if it's easier to, like, shorten it. But then it's, like, a bunch of, like, lines. It's like, does that work? I mean, I could just erase, but, like, I would love to get an art tablet with the screen on it. They're really expensive, though. That's the eye layer. Alright, let's clean up this so we don't like see like all this. Yeah, the good thing about the channel is I'm not making all like any of the characters like perfect. Like they all have like the same little wobbly lines as the rest of them. So like nobody needs to be perfect. They just need to look nice enough. I know my weaknesses as an artist, and I try to play with them. I want this to be a bit rounder, like that. Yeah! Is that a bit too low? No, that's about right. You draw goobers, mistakes are forgivable. Yeah, well, they're like chibi, you know. It's like it's not like it matters too much. I should probably move that higher. Like probably more of. Wait. Hold on. Oh, I got a genius idea. She's supposed to be an idol. What if this like little hair thing is like the little tail on like a music note? Like you know, like you know what I mean. Kinda. I don't know. I don't know how to like show it off. Treble clef? No. Quarter note. Gee, your god. I don't know how to like show that off though. Treble clef is like no, that's more bass clef. The treble clef is like the treble clef is really fancy. I don't know, I'm trying too hard. It doesn't need to have any symbolic. It's supposed to look like... Made a little guy named Hubert, your main inspiration. Yeah, Hubert is the little sloth guy, right? I've seen him around. Yeah, treble clef. Yeah, I can't draw a treble clef from memory. It's a crazy thing. Axe music blind too. I took band. I know what the notes look like. I can read sheet music. God damn it, it's always the second line! The first line comes out perfectly fine. Second line, you have to fight demons to get out. Happy birthday? Indeed! Thank you, Owen Talks. Appreciate it. Close enough. Ignore how those lines aren't the same shape. Let's do this next thing on just a new layer. That'll make it easier. So how do we have it going? Yeah, nothing too big. Do you get birthday and Christmas gifts? As a kid, I used to get both the gifts, but now that I am an adult, no, I don't get birthday gifts. I mean, I got money from my grandparents, from my grandma, and my grandpa, before he died, he set out some money ahead for my birthday. It's very sweet of him. I miss him already. But, no, I didn't get any other physical presents. I went to a birthday dinner though last night. My dad's birthday is one day before mine, so we just go to birthday dinner. W Grandpa? He was a really good grandpa. I think he also set money aside for this Christmas, as well as my sister's graduation, which is really sweet. And for reference, he died back in June, so he set this stuff ahead of time, like quite a long ago. It's like, it's pretty good. What if you have a son on the 24th? That'd be crazy. If I had a son on the 24th, so my dad's birthday would be the day before, then my birthday, and also my sister's because we're twins, and then my child's birthday, and then Christmas, all back to back would be awful. Oh goodness. YouTube is hiding so many messages, none of them are bad. That's unfortunate. Wait, you're a twin? I am a twin. Not an identical twin. Fraternal. I'm like Mario and Luigi. You're at your grandpa's house? Appreciate your grandpa. You never know when they'll leave you behind. Don't have sex around April? I'll keep that in mind. I'll be sick of presents. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Any Mario and Luigi. Man. April sex. I could think about it, though. I could think about it. Are you a dream team? No. My sister didn't even come home for Christmas this year. She went to her boyfriend's in Tennessee. Goodness gracious. That made us all so sad. How's Magical Girl Battles going? I'm having fun running the channel. It's obviously not doing crazy well. It's a bit too early for it. Like, I'm hoping it'll pop off one day. I think that'd be really cool. She doesn't know family comes first. I wish family came first. Tell her to give board a visit? Imagine. I actually almost went to Tennessee for this as well. There's a opportunity where for work I could go to Tennessee to work on some of the centers there and make like a few $100 if I did that. But I said no. I said I wanted to be home for my birthday. How do you do like a sleeveless shirt without looking weird? Let's see. Okay, so it's supposed to cut off like this leaves beforehand, right? I got a yellow grandpa, I love you. That is good, that's good. It sounds stupid, but like, he'll appreciate it. Assuming he's a good grandpa. And why would you yell grandpa, I love you for a bad grandpa? I swear I'm messing up. This shouldn't be that hard. It's fancy connect the dots. See, but I do this and then the side's like shorter than the other side. You know what? Good enough. We can leave it at that. Happy birthday! Thank you, Panda Gamer. Say it's tilted or something? Well, it doesn't really matter. And we can kind of like these. And it'll match the little socks we'll do as well. Happy birthday! Thank you, Taco N2P. And then we can go back. Wait, I'm working on the wrong layer. Oh shoot, so I have to erase like in between the legs without erasing the thingies. Thankfully I'm doing vector art, so that's a bit easier. I'm kind of new to your channel, so tell me something cool about yourself. Something cool. That's a tricky question. I don't know. I'm friends with Royal Pear. That's a cool fact that might impress a stranger, depending on whether they know who Royal Pear is or not. Sure. You know, you haven't said much. We're gonna head out. Glad you got to be here. Well, thank you for staying as long as you did, Prochacho, until you return again. Let's see. I've been on a Mr. Beast video. Yeah, that's a cool. That's pretty cool. Mr. Beast. Now, I wasn't actually in the video. My name was shown in the video for like half a second. I don't know what to say. I just like your silly little guy. How about that? Good enough. Good enough. Thank you. And I appreciate the $2. Thank you for the birthday present. We'll be back next time. See you then. Until then, Brochacho. I know who you're talking about, mostly because I watch Dano a lot. Hell yeah. I haven't been in a Dano video, but I have been in a Dano live stream before. And I've met Dano in person. I've been to Dano's house. I've slept in Dano's house. I've slept in Dano's brother's bed. I've met Riggy. Multiple Dano streams? Yeah, I believe he's done it more than once. It was the what I'm talking about specifically are like the Among Us streams. Although I guess you could count the CBSMP or PSMP stuff as well. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to erase that layer. Bye, adios, Bruchacho, until you return again. What are you drawing? Girl. I should probably do this on a different layer. Alright. Now let's clean that up a little bit. Is this still the idol girl? This is the same one. Yeah. So previously we were doing a little sketch for it. And then now we're kind of like drawing her out. Personally like art a lot, but I kind of suck at it. Don't worry. I suck at it too. But sucking at it is the first step to getting better. Yeah, so this was our little sketch. I kind of need to fix the hands. So when they aren't like when they don't have anything like blocking their hands, I usually make it a little like rounded so you can see it's a hand. So we got a Dano video on the second channel. Oh, I don't watch Dano's second channel. I didn't know. Can't get good if you don't start off bad. Yeah, I think it's like in Adventure Time, like Jake says something about sucking is the first step to getting kinda good at something. Hell yeah. Jake is such a wise man. Yeah, Adventure Time is peak. I really like the Adventure Time, especially like the classic Adventure Time. I haven't actually watched the Fiona and Cake show yet. I don't know. It doesn't. I haven't been attracted to watch it. It doesn't have like the vibe I'm seeking. You know. Jake is so wise. Let's all Jake it. That's very true. That's very true. Kind of beautiful that we humans can get better. Yeah, it's not really another animal that does that, you know. That's like a uniquely human feature. If I do like something like this to like kind of match the vibes, because we're kind of doing like a dark idol, right? That's what we went for? Not only that, we can overcome hurdles, brings us more happiness and satisfaction than doing easy stuff. It is true. It's true. Like as a kid, I used to play games with like the action replay because like as a kid, it's like it's only about getting to the end. It's only about beating the level. Then as an adult, I'm like, let's beat Mario Galaxy without taking a single hit of damage. You know, completely different way of playing a game. You know. As a kid, it's only about making it to the end. The only thing that matters is the destination. As you get older, you start to appreciate the journey. It's about getting there, you know? It's about the hardships and the story. Okay, so let's spend 10 hours on a boss fight. Let's spend 10 hours on a boss fight. So this is what I was sent for, the skin tone. So we can test this out. If it doesn't work out, that's not a big deal. So we can just start bucket filling that, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We can worry more about whether it works or not once we get everything all set up. Well, actually, probably should make the ice first. That's a lot more important. Okay, as long as we're over that layer. Happy B-Day thing? Happy birthday indeed! Let's go, thank you. Birthday, let's go! Thank you again! Let's not hit the Roaring Knight while only attacking Chris with starting equipment? Sure! Sorry, I had to lock in a bit there. Alright. Oh yeah, they can also do the little thingies. At the jolliest birthday, Christmas, and New Year's? I hope so. That's the plan. That's the plan. Let's leave the back eyes. I kind of like that. Might move this one a tad bit down. That doesn't look bad. Remember when Arrow's Megamind had the caption saying no Pokemon? I do. What are you drawing? Original character. So I'm working on a little secret side channel about magical girls, and this is the next one for the thingy. So this character is Idol. They're just named after basic whatever their basic ability is, and so she's going to sing to attack. We don't really need eyebrows. She looks cool. She turned out pretty well. Seem like the type. What does that even mean? What does that type even mean? Let's see. Yeah, see, we start out with this. So we can get to this, you know? Pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. People might have been like, Hack, you're garbage at art. Hack, you're mildly better at art. I wouldn't throw around the word good, but like, those who enjoy cool and cute things, I do like cute characters. I feel like not enough people like cute characters. I don't know. I'm drawn to them. And so I draw them. Simple as that. It works out. Yeah, but now we're kind of stuck on coloring. You're trying to become a YouTuber too? Good luck, man. It's a hard battle. It's a hard battle, but like you have to fight demons to get there. But it'd be good at that. Hack, you're garbage at art. Hack, you're mildly better at art. See, that's exactly what I was expecting. All right, so we can try this. We'll see what happens, and then we'll throw on some colors, and then we can see what happens. I'll need you to be honest on stuff. We'll have to clean that up. So this is what they wanted to see. But also about I'm inclined to agree. Some of the peakest games, like you think Kirby got that? You think Kirby's is popular because if Kirby was like super cool, like oh gotta kill them all. Oh I fight gods. Oh I crush everybody. No, Kirby's cute because like as popular as he is because he's like Kirby. Hi. My voice totally cracked there, but like we tried our best. Okay, he does fight gods. He has fought like I don't think a single being in Kirby is a canonical god. Now Void Termina is worshipped, maybe Void Termina, but most of them are. Let's see. There's like the robot. There's the queen insect, who just simply ate a magic fruit or several magic fruits. There's the witch. There's the void blob, which is a similar thing of nature of Kirby. There are many things in Kirby. I think Void Termina is the only one that could be classified as a god, right? I think so. Happy birthday! Thank you, Vidosity. Kirby's an interesting creature. No god, but god is a meaningless word in fiction anyways. Aqua's a goddess? That's true. It's like, what makes something a god in fiction, that is? Is it something that's worshipped? In that case, Void Termina is worshipped. Void Termina would be a god. The other things, though, they're either just evil creatures or some of them are just man-made machines beyond your imagination. I mean, that's what Stardream is, but it depends on the thingy. Power level? I mean, I would argue power, like some of the things are like Galactonite is stronger than several of the bosses. Like Galactonite is like usually a post-game boss. Galactonite isn't god. Galactonite's a guy. But Galactonite was powerful enough to well, we know Galactonite is one of the ones that sealed Void Termina back in the day, you know? Although I don't know if anyone worships Galactonite. Galactonite was kind of sealed away in prison, you know? So maybe it has to be a combination of both. There are many mortals more powerful than gods in fiction. It's true. And then Morphonite's just the butterfly, and then Morphonite was capable of beating Galactonite and Elphilus, right? That's crazy. That's pretty powerful. And he's just a butterfly now. That's a bit of an exaggeration. Obviously, the butterfly's not his true form, but still. Now, okay, so now we should work out, like, what should the color be? Like, we could yoink a Miku. Or we're gonna do kind of like a darker color. I'll have to clean up the little white spots. Morphonite is death? Yeah, in the Kirby manga, Morphonite is like sort of the Grim Reaper. We don't really know his true role in the main series, because they haven't really gone over it yet. I believe they've thrown around death in like sort of like little character screens, but I'd have to read back on the lore. I don't think they've gone over him being like the Grim Reaper quite yet. He does look like a Powerpuff character, and then they notice they don't have fingers and start crying. What if she, I don't know, she's wearing gloves. What if she takes off the gloves and becomes like she's like super realistic hands under there? Like, you take off the gloves, and then it's just like... Can you see why I don't draw hands? I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. It's always such a funny gag. It'd be funny. It'd be funny. No, I think that should be like darker. Well, maybe not pitch black. Like a star or a cloud on the glove? Yeah, well, we can put something on that. Let me try getting like the main details first. I need to clean up some of those little white spots because we're just using bucket right now. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just kind of throwing colors out there, trying to see what sticks. We can mess around with some color palettes. Like, here's like a blue concept, like blue and dark. I'm trying to use a lot of the same colors, so like, it's not like color vomit. I know like keeping a palette limited is actually better than vomiting a lot of colors into something. Try purple. Purple for like the main color. Okay. Actually, it works rather well. Wait, were the shoes blue? Yeah, they were. So that means I need to make the bottom darker too. Way better? And see, like, is this gray good? Pink? Pink for the main color? I think a lot of the rest of the characters like very dark though. We have like grays and stuff. For like pinks, we'd probably have to switch to like more of like a white outfit, right? This, like, we can do that. We can try different things. Like, we tried a pink, it would probably turn out more. I'd have to change a lot because right now it's jarring. Like for that, we'd have to change to some more whitish colors. Which isn't impossible, but that's pink? Is that not pink? I'm not the best person to ask when it comes to colors. We'll go back to purple. Yeah, in 1 second. Maybe darker. Actually, I have something like that here. That way it's consistent. Thoughts? I'm colorblind and also an artist, so it's kind of difficult. That's what kind of sucks, you know? Looks really good. If you have any sort of thoughts, feel free to share them. Can't stop for long, but happy birthday, Hack. Have a good birthday and holidays. You too. Thanks for dropping by, Clay. I think the gray shirt was better. There we go. Yeah, if you have any sort of thoughts, feel free to share them before we like sort of go in. Because once I kind of lock in, you know, that's when you're locked in. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't do a lot of shading. I really only shade the skin in these, so it's not like I'm gonna be super locked in. But yeah, just want to know: are you drawing this to draw because you have an idea, or is this for something? It is for something. Yeah. I run a. Okay, this will be probably the last time I do it for now. The only thing that can be modified right now is the gloves. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm drawing this for a secret little channel I run called, come on, Magical Girl Battle. So as you can see, like we run these little battles where like little characters fight other characters. So this is a little example for that. So right now we're making a new character for the channel. You know, they're simple little videos, just very short, very fun. I try to post them daily, and that's what the new one's for. So this new character is going to be Idol. What's cool, but I would change the tone of it. I don't like the vibrancy, so it's supposed to be more dark. Okay. Add you as a special character. I haven't even added my channel mascot yet. Chill, chill. So you want darker purple? So when you say like, you don't like the vibrancy, do you mean like darker or? I'm sorry, you use more layman's terms. Is that lighter or darker? I'm almost thinking we go back to the blue, I'm not gonna lie. I think the dark blue is pretty good. I won't lie. I kinda like the dark blue. Happy birthday? Welcome. Thank you, Jess. I'm not sure how much darker. It is pretty dark. If we go too much darker, it'll be nearly black, you know? Like, yeah. At that point, it just kind of looks... I think it looks bad if it goes any darker. Think you might make girls fight? I make them fight. I make them slaughter each other. It's peak. I'm not gonna lie, peak content. I love women! Let's go. In 10 minutes you have to go? We probably won't be streaming too much longer, so no worries, brochacho. Your rank just crumbled before your eyes? You're so done? You got Marvel rivaled. You can try some things? Let's see. I really like this. I feel like this was a good one. Can you put the link to it in chat so you can subscribe? Sure. Did you name the stream birthday stream for Jesus because if you did, then amen? No, because it's my birthday. I love Jesus, but it is his birthday's in 2 days. Mine's today. Since it seems they might have magical powers, it might be a magical girl fight. It's true. It's true. Maybe in a magical girl battle. Man. And see, not even all of them have battles. I mean, have magic. Well, you see, as far as I'm concerned, all girls are magical. Oh, it's an excuse for me to make a battle. Easy, let's go. Happy birthday? Welcome, Snowy Bunny. I'm personally, I like the dark blue better than the purple. I might start going and filling in that. And if somehow there becomes like some conclusion that, oh wait up, Hack, there's a super cool color theory thing I found, I'll probably stick with what we have right now. I just noticed some of the holes. Purple makes her more distinct from Naru. I mean, from Miku. See, but we did dark purple. Miku is more of like light blue. I mean, dark blue. Miku's like light blue slash almost. Some people draw Miku greenish. I don't think Miku's green in official artwork, but some people. Oh, that's the wrong color. But she's like light blue, you know. We are fundamentally different. We own some things clearly. Inspired, but different. We're more different than a Power World character. Well, we have that. We had Dark Miku. Meku. Alright. Yeah, we'll probably just shade the skin then. We should be good to go. Yeah, I only do the skin because I'm lazy. There's literally nothing stopping me from doing the rest of it, but it gets kind of messy. So, I don't do it. Happy birthday, welcome Sus. E444. Alright, just a little bit of shitting. What did World Pair do to wish you happy birthday? I mean, he just kind of pinged me on Discord saying happy birthday. You know, nothing crazy. Are the eyes going to stay white? No. I just haven't colored in the eyes yet. Yeah, no. They want to stay white. Sword Girl against any range character is practically unfair. I mean, Sword Girl beat Lightning, you know? And Lightning's beaten some others, so, like, you know, there's just some, like, that... I mean, you say Sword against any range, but Sword has won 2 battles, and there's not a single other close range character yet. So, it's not like Sword's bad. Why did you ignore me when I said happy spawn day? I didn't see the message. I'm sorry, I'm doing little arch. I apologize. Are you and Royal Pair friends? Yes, of course. It's good we zoomed in here. I can see a little issue there. I also shade the eyes. I always think shading like the eyes like this always looks really good. It helps a lot. It's so the eyes aren't like pitch white. And then we'll just kind of use the blues we kind of already threw around in the eyes. Thinking to both 50,000, 100,000, 2026? Probably 50,000 at the very least. We're really close to there. If I grinded my ass off, we could 100% do 100,000 as well, but I'm kind of procrastinator. I also have a job, so I don't want to commit to anything. think she looks pretty good. You work in IT? More or less. I work tech support, yeah. I think it turned out pretty well. I do see what you mean about, like, the arms and maybe even the legs looking kind of empty. Like, we can do a little test. Let's put this on a different layer so it's easy to fix if it need be. Like, what if we did some, like, little lines? Hi, how are you? Haven't seen your content in a while. I'm doing great. Thanks for visiting by. Like, what if we just do some, like, little stripes? Let me do them on the legs as well. Should try giving her a mic. Whenever I give them, so I'll probably give her a mic in the actual, thing. I don't draw them holding anything. I draw, like, the little thing in front of them. In the channel. Like, for, like, the guns and bows, I draw those, like, separately. Made a video and pinged you in it? On YouTube? Or Discord? Yeah, we can do 2 stripes on the legs so we have a bit more real estate down here. That actually doesn't look bad. Okay, hold on. Let me see what I've sent. Incredible art. I hope to one day be like you. I wish. I wish.
Okay, I'm deciding to do a video since I think
Okay, hold on. 2.5 minutes? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, hold on. Let me share the screen so we can at least see the other perspective. The alternate universe. Hold on. Let me turn that off. Did I see your message? I see that message.
I can explain it more. Okay, so I changed the color a little bit. I made it into a more warmish purple, I guess you can describe it.
Yeah.
I made it like a little more pink. And I guess this color to me, I feel like it's pretty good. Do I have anything else to say other than it's good? Really? Okay, how can I describe the words for it?
Yeah, we kind of locked in with one already though. So it's like let's see. Do you try out anything else? The blue still looks better. I really like the blue. Like there's sort of like an opinion perspective thing that always goes in one of these. It's kind of the tricky part. It just kind of like you need something that just generally is considered good. It's okay to join the Discord. Yeah, there's no problem joining the Discord. And do you have any long videos in the works because you haven't posted one in 6 months? I have a few things I could make into a long video, but to be honest, since I work a job, like a long video when I edit myself takes about like 2 weeks to put together, and I'm at a point where it's like, unfortunately, I get more out of making a short, which I can make in like a long night, than a long video, which can take like 2 weeks, and I don't really get as much out of it.
I feel like it kind of fits in with the tan skin.
Is Pear jobless? Yeah, he's a YouTuber.
I guess the gray can be changed too. I just do not like gray. Maybe I wonder if I can just like maybe.
You know, bluish is actually not an idea.
See, like it looks a little more.
Maybe. I'll look in the bluish grayish. That's actually not a bad idea.
Peeling to my eyes, or yeah, that's how I would describe it. And I guess could also change these gloves.
With the art, do I have to put it in fan art or can you put anything? Usually try to keep art in art. Yeah. Yeah, the art isn't necessarily fan art. The art is just whatever art you're working on. We don't have a separate fan art channel.
Up a little bit. I honestly like the idea of maybe this top part being a little more gray. So, yeah, that's
Who's sending this? This is from in the chat. It's Pimlings, but in Discord it's Mask.
my fixing up of things.
All right, I'll actually look into some of these. Not too bad of ideas. So let's switch back to the. So it's like a bluer gray. It's like a. So hold on, let's color pick this. Let me turn the music back on. I can color pick that. We can rotate around to like bluish. Maybe like that. Do you think you can make enough off of YouTube by 2027 so you could quit your job? Ooh, that would require locking in really hard. It would be tricky. There's just a lot of factors that goes into like blowing up on YouTube. It would require locking in and doing luck, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I can, you know? It just there's so many things, and probably the biggest thing of YouTube is just always that luck. Like no matter what people say, there is always a factor of luck that goes into it. Locking in and lucking in. That just did. That just like locking in is important. If you don't post, you'll never grow. But you also need luck to get some of the results, you know? I think I'm good at this. This is actually pretty good. I think the color additions actually weren't bad. Just get the predictive AI to like you. So true. The AI, I know also the algorithm likes quantity over quality. Like, you just gotta keep on, if you keep posting a lot, you'll also be more likely to be pushed. I think this is good. I think I'll go with this. Hell yeah. Chat, we made this together. We started from an idea. We started from nothing. We started from a rough... Oh wait, I forgot the little X's. Maybe I should move them lower. I don't really like it going over the eyelash or eyebrow. Music's great. It's Nintendo Land, a classic. If only it can't be ported to the Switch. I would love if it could though. It was peak. I think this is good. I'm quite satisfied. Nice. All right, we'll save that. Save as. Idle. Girl. And then save image. It's like someone I could have an interesting conversation with. I don't know. I don't know if she'd like me. Should FaceTime roleplay after stream asking his thoughts. What if you should do daily shorts? Doing daily shorts is really hard. I work a job. You can't work a job and do daily unless you're like whipping out like really easy to make shorts. Like I could not do daily. Like once every 3 days I could probably do. But oh, I'd be crushed if I did daily. And then what if you don't sleep or eat? That's the issue. I like that. I like eating and sleeping. Okay, and then we'll just... Come on. That's good enough. What do you make it now? She's an idol, so she's gonna be attacking using like little music notes. So right now I'm gonna make a little music note she attacks with. Like it's a bit more than liking. No, it is exactly liking. I only eat because I want to, not because I have to. When we find out what that royal pair would be in a Mr. Beast video, what was your reaction? I was in the same Mr. Beast video, so. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool, and then they needed more people, and he was like, you want to be it? I'm like, sure. I died pretty early, though. Okay, hi, I'm back. You don't want to hear a voice? Honestly, I get that, no worries. Make it double, the music note has 2 notes? Oh, you don't understand. I'm not done yet. So essentially, my plan is that I'm gonna make a little random thing. So there'll be 3 different notes. We're gonna do, this is, I believe, a half note. We're gonna do a quarter note, and then the double quarter note. It's funny when you died. I died. I got destroyed. Hold on. Let me look up a quarter note. I mean, make sure I do it right. Oh shoot! Our music note's supposed to face the other way. Hold on. Beep boop. Oh, what is this music? It's touching my soul. Oh my god, I can feel my soul being touched. Okay, so first off, that's already better. Is that a foot or boot? It's a music note. Should you make a weapon? Why not? Hold on. Let me resave this. Wait, no, I have to remove the background first. That's what Donkey Kong Country music does? It touches your, like, your soul. I'm being touched in ways that are making me feel emotions. I'm not supposed to feel emotions. Oh, wrong color. Are you a human? Damn, bro, I wish I was a human. I'm actually a rock that was tricked into thinking, you know? Really sucks. I really liked being a rock. Alright, let's try again. So, quarter note. Oh, wrong layer. And then we'll do like the double one. Being a rock plus a rock? Yeah, as a rock, like, you don't need to worry about anything except erosion. Stealing your long, luscious locks of long hair? That's not mine, it's my mascot's. Her name is Nara. It's not me. I'm HackedCrusade. Alright, and then... every time you hear your voice, you cry a little? That's how I felt hearing my voice at first, but now, like, I've done enough YouTube that, like, doesn't even bother me anymore, you know? I remember the first time hearing my voice, I thought the recording was broken, though. I can probably just duplicate this, right? Is it possible to kill Nara? Yes! Yes, it is. Like, hold on. I'll show you how to kill her. Actually, it's very simple. Let's see. Give me a second. It'll be funny. It'll be funny, trust. Okay, yeah, so I'll show you exactly how to do it. There we go. Here's how we kill an arrow. Ah! 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 There we go. We killed him. Boom! Sorry, delayed death. It took a minute. See? Murder successful. We just watched a murder. We're on YouTube. Should you make Hollow Knight primarily Skong content? As opposed to what? What are your options? I love Hollow Knight and Silksong, don't get me wrong. But you just keep in mind, do you have enough to talk about the game for like one of the questions I ask before someone does a channel is like, can you talk about a topic to... So let's assume you have a friend who doesn't talk. Let's say your friend doesn't talk. They listen, but they don't talk. Can you talk to them for 12 hours on that topic? If you can, you're probably good. 12 hours, you'll have room for ideas for quite a while. If, let's say, you run out after like an hour or two, maybe reconsider your thing. If you can, yeah, go for it. Not at 12 hours. That's kind of the question. It's like, how like, getting the first few ideas is easy. When you first start a channel, you'll have infinite ideas in no time. But let's say like 6 months in, you've used all your first ideas first. What do you do now, right? It's like, and you don't want to be stuck in a niche that you've ran out of ideas for, right? That's the tricky part, you know? Like, you might lose some passion once you run out of ideas. It's like, well, I want to branch out, but you know, when you're really deep in a niche, like branching out is hard. Like, don't get me wrong, people have done it. Like, I've seen people. And usually it's easier to go from like similar things to another. Like someone who watches Hollow Knight, you might be able to get them to watch maybe like another indie game that's similar. Like, I mean, Hollow Knight and Silksong are pretty unique. I don't know. Maybe they would watch Ori and the Blind Forest. I don't know. Even that's hard because indie games still have pretty small communities. Like something easy to branch over would be like obviously like a Mario fan would probably watch. Maybe, you know, Mario Kart content, right? It's like how do you find something like an overlapping niche? I told you to paint the Mona Lisa on Microsoft Paint. I'm good. It's tricky, like so, like at some point you probably would want to like reach out, but like it's like, well, what's similar, like, and then you can make like a jump one at a time. You know, it's tricky. You don't want to be the Hollow Knight guy. You got to be the Metroidvania guy. Have you heard of the creator Fluffy? No, I haven't. Well, see, what's tricky about the Metroidvania guy, it's like, how many other Metroidvanias are there that are good, you know? Like, we got Metroid, which you're gonna get a Metroid game like maybe every 5 years. That's not gonna come out very often. Hollow Knight, which you're not gonna get another Hollow Knight game for quite a while. Team Cherry already said that they don't want to be known as the Hollow Knight guys, so their next game won't be Hollow Knight related. So, you'll run out of stuff. Nine Souls? I didn't know that was a Metroidvania. I haven't played it. Yeah, obviously Silksong will have a little bit of content for probably the next 2 years for DLC, Castlevania. They're not making new Castlevanias. Oh, Castlevania fans are starving. Oh, goodness. What do they make another Hollow Knight? They're going to make another game first before Hollow Knight. So Team Cherry said they don't want to be known as the Hollow Knight guys. So I believe they won't. They're going to make another game, but I think it'll be a new IP and probably a new genre. I doubt they're going to do a Metroidvania 3 times in a row. That's just kind of boring, you know? So it's just like, how deep can you get in the rabbit hole? I'm getting distracted. I gotta finish this. There are Metroidvanias coming up pretty often. There are, but how many of them are good enough that people actually know their names, you know? See, here's the thing. These are all a bunch of questions, but it's like, if you could answer every single one of these questions I've answered, then you're more than good enough. If you haven't, it's like, well, maybe like it's like you gotta like look into it. You know, it's like that's the tricky part. It's like if you could answer every question I've thrown to you, you're more than capable. If you haven't, it's like, well, that's tricky. What happened to Crowsport? They're still working on it. Indie games are pretty tricky, you know. You've never heard of Gabriel Iglesias? No, I haven't. Chet lightly into hidden gems. See, hidden gems are cool and stuff, but like as soon as you start like making videos, like you can make a video talking about hidden gem, but like you can't like do like lore drops and like long analysis videos over a hidden gem because ultimately people won't click on them. That's like the tricky part, you know. It's tricky being like a YouTuber in that regard. I'd be interested for us to explore the same things we're interested in, but maybe in a slightly different genre, slightly different theme, and how that affects stories you come up with. Yeah, so I think what that means is that Team Cherry really likes their sort of dark fantasy thing they got on, but slightly different genre. That can mean a lot of things. Would this be slightly different genre? If Hollow Knight and Silksong are Metroidvanias, what would a slightly different genre be? A regular platformer? Maybe something else entirely? Maybe an RPG platformer. That could be interesting. I don't know where they could go in a lot of ways with that. Biblically accurate Sherma boss. The biblically accurate fight, Sherma would get one tapped. What if they make a 3D Metroidvania? That would be sick. That would be sick. Now, if they make a 3D game, we're gonna have to wait like a decade for that. But like, that would be sick. I'm not gonna lie. A 3D Team Cherry game. Please paint Nara Lisa. I'm not skilled enough to do that. I'm using the bucket fill to make quarter notes, man. A roguelike? I mean, a lot of people say like, what's that one game? Dead Cells. A lot of people compare that to Hollow Knight. That's like a roguelike. Maybe, not impossible. It's pretty comparable. Maybe not a different video game genre, but maybe a different Those aren't quarter notes? These are quarter notes. That's literally, it's like the double quarter note. Or is that eighth note? Oh, that's an eighth note! Sorry, it's been a while since I've done music. No, is this? What is this? Yeah, sorry, eighth notes. Sorry, it's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. I haven't been in band since like a decade. I'm crying as a pianist. I apologize. I played trombone. Trombones didn't really play the quick notes. We kind of went boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I did band back in high school. I've graduated college. I have a job. It's been a while. And when I say high school, I mean junior high school. I didn't do it in regular high school. Sorry, apologies, my friend. I do piano and bass. Well, yeah, trombone. Trombones weren't exactly playing fast things, were they? Hello there, Link Master. Alright, then one little thing I want is sort of like the little microphone. So I don't know if I should do something like sort of just like floating, or if I should do something like on a stand, you know? Happy birthday, by the way? Peak! Dead by Daylight servers are down? That's a shame. I don't know if I should have like a stand or not. The hardest part is doing parallel lines. Like I could just have like a sort of floating note. We'll just do the Friday Night Funkin' style microphone. It's easy to draw. Just draw a silence note, the one that looks like kind of like a top hat, like that. That wouldn't make sense as an attack though, right? Things you have no idea if you want to get into content creation or game development. 100% if you could do game development, 100% get into content creation as well. Because the most important thing, like, let me emphasize this. The most important thing about game development is marketing. If you have a bad game, but you market it well, you will get people to play your game. If you have a god tier game, but not a single soul knows what it is, nobody will play it. Right? And that's a bit of an exaggeration. Like a really god tier game should ideally be found, because ideally somebody out there finds it. I mean, if 0 people play it, obviously 0 people play it, but if somebody finds it and it's truly like a god tier game, they'll tell their friends, and then they'll tell their friends, right? But like, everybody's seen it. That's just how it goes. Marketing is the most important thing. And as a YouTuber, that is free marketing. If you try to market like as a pure game designer without sort of like any sort of content things, you'll realize, damn, this is hard. But if you already have a sort of like backing on content beforehand, that would help a lot. Did you hear that the Call of Duty creator died yesterday? I did. That's a bit unfortunate. I don't even play Call of Duty, but Pear does, and so I feel really bad. Yeah, the creator of Call of Duty, and what a shame, you know? It's always unfortunate when someone passes away, no matter your thoughts on the Call of Duty franchise. Like, this was a guy that was pretty big in a lot of people's childhoods. So, that's a really big shame. Do you know about Limbus Company? I do. I've played. I haven't played Limbus, but I've played Lobotomy Corporation, and I love Lobotomy. I 100% did Lobotomy, and then I've started Library, and I won't touch Limbus until I'm done with Library, because Library is long. But yeah, I do know about Limbus. Would you call yourself talented? I mean, no, not particularly. Do you think Roll Pair still awake? Yes, Roll Pair stays up really late. Yeah, if you want to make games, like, I mean, I could always give advice. Like, if you want to do Unity, like, I've done a lot of stuff. I don't know if you've seen the stuff I've made. I've made all sorts of little things. Like, I can go to my itch.io page. Yeah, for those of you that are new and unaware, like, I've made a few games. Like, hold on, let me swap over. Like, let's see. Oh, shoot. Why is Luigi wanted? What do you, are you implying you don't want Luigi? When are you gonna sleep? Probably in like an hour. Like, let's turn this, off. So this is the first game I made. This is just a Suika game clone. Pretty simple. I made this from scratch. So all these games I made from scratch. I didn't, like, copy any code from, like... Okay, I searched up, like, on Stack Database and stuff, but... Well, what, not Stack Database. What is it called? Stack Overflow? I think that's what the site's called. But, like, you know, this is a Suika game clone. Pretty basic. It works about as you'd expect. Pretty basic, but you know, it works. A lot of people have gotten a lot of time out of this. Happy birthday, Hacked. Happy. Do you also make the pixel art? No. The assets are from the game itself. They're from Pokemon. Let's see. The second thing I made is I remade this minigame from scratch. So if you've played New Super Mario Bros. On the DS, you should know what this is. I remade this completely from scratch as well. Again, like the assets, I didn't draw like the pixel art, but has anyone ever gotten natural trophies? Yes, several people have now. Like, this is fully made from scratch. This isn't copied and pasted. This isn't emulated. This is fully remade. Where is he? Where the hell is he? Why can't I see a single thing? Can you not? Oh no, you can't! Bro, I'm sorry. I thought you could see. Sorry, I'm playing the game so I can't actually see the stream. Okay, hold on. Let's try again. Has anyone gotten double tropius? No, I don't think it's possible. Okay, back to a sin. Fully remade from scratch, by the way. Pretty cool, not gonna lie.
Where is he? Where is he? There it is.
Just like Where's Waldo, but speedrun? Yeah, it's based on a minigame from back in the DS8. They're gonna sue you? No, Nintendo only cares if you're making money off the games. Dude, I wish I made money off of these. I wish I made money.
Where is Luigi?
And then the most recent one I've made. Hold on, you guys get the idea. The most recent one. This is actually an original one. Wasn't there a bug where sometimes the character just wouldn't spawn? Yes, I never fixed that. Now this is a fully original game. It's like this is even the channel mascot and everything too. It's a little puzzle game. Pretty cool, not gonna lie. You can play as Nera. You can play as Nera. It's Peak. It's Turbonera. Wowie, look at this cool little item that spawned. Little tiny puzzle game we made. So like the only advice for like game making, you know, is just start making something. And like you'll make cooler things as you go and go. Happy birthday. You have the same birthday as your brother? It is still indeed my birthday. Let's go. I technically haven't done the speedrun world record. Amazing. Okay, just making sure, and then we go. So we get the little dash from that. So in case you haven't noticed yet, essentially by dying in certain ways, you gain power-ups that help you like do the puzzle. So right now, like we little gravity switches by getting crushed by a block. Hold on, let me move the block a bit closer. By dying to an arrow, you get the little swiftness boots that allow you to do a little dash midair. Lack of communication on how to use the dash. Yeah, I know. We didn't have time to implement all the tutorials. I apologize. That's one of the things that'd be better in a full version. They can get down. And we can go to the next area. And then in this room, we can get a hook shot. And then we use the left click to use the hook shot. Dude, isn't it cool how you can just make things? Like, we made this. Now, this is a team effort. I did the programming and implementation. One guy did the music and one guy did the art. So, there we get the boot. So we can go back and go grab that. By the way, we made this in 5 days. Terminera, this was a game jam. We had a time limit of 5 days to make it. And it was very strict, but we did indeed make it. I died. I never figured out how to use the lever. You press up with W. So. There's a little up arrow when you're next to it. 5 days? Yeah, 5 days. That's what's impressive. Yeah, you're like, well, that's neat. And then you're like, 5 days, what the heck? What's been hard to the job? I think this is before I had a job, right? Oh, no, I had my job. Yeah, no, I was working my job. Damn it. Yeah, I had my job. Yes, it did suck with the job. What do I play? I can send you a link. Here, this is where you can access Terminera. Boop. Yeah, so I've made all sorts of little thingies. That's the kind of cool thing about like existing as a whole. You can just make things. I don't know. Kind of peak. Oh, so that's all my advice is like game design stuff. Like just start making. You'll eventually get better and better. They learn by yourself? Yes. Well, okay. No, I watched YouTube tutorials. I did not go to school or anything for that. In school, they taught me C++ and C and Python, but not game design or any of that stuff. I just kind of looked up YouTube tutorials and spent a lot of time searching the internet. So if I can do that, I'm sure anyone else can too, you know? It just works out. You just kind of search up how to add health bar, how to add pause menu. And there's like a billion things, kind of half and half. Yeah, I learned how to program in school, but I learned game design stuff online, so simple as that. Alright, well, I think that's everything I have for y'all tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming over to a fantastic stream. We'll be back in another day at the same place. So until then, adios bro chachos, HackedCrusade signing out. Till we meet again, bada booey. Outro time. Beep boop.